Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm re-uploading this video because YouTube demonetized it, and the reason they did that was the lady behind the motorbike walking the dog. So I've just cut that 10 seconds out of the video. Today we're having a discussion about things that most of you don't know about Thailand, and we're going to go have a ride down South Pattaya, or south of Pattaya. We're starting at Najum Tien here, and we're going to go on my new bike, which I bought yesterday, a Honda Forza 350. So we're going to go, I'm going to show you somewhere that you didn't know existed. Okay, let's go. So you know where we are now, John Tien. We're going to take a run down, curve up to the left, go up to Sukhumvit Road, and then go right down Sukhumvit Road. And I'm going to show you a couple of places. One you probably know, one you don't know. So we'll have a chat about Thai people and what you don't know about them. Or one of the things that you don't know is how much Thai people love their own country. They really do. I mean, if you ever said to any Thai person, which nationality would you like to be? Would you like to be this or that or the other? They'd say, oh, Thai, of course. You know, they love being Thai. So, that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. I mean, not everybody feels like that, you know. So another thing about them is that if they go on vacation, they don't go abroad. They stay in Thailand. And most of them don't have passports, but they can get one easily if they wanted to. But they don't want to even go somewhere close like Malaysia or Vietnam, and certainly not Cambodia, Laos or Myanmar, as they consider those three countries to be culturally below Thailand. So why would they want to go there? And they're scared to go places like Singapore or Japan, unless of course you're talking about a Thai girl being taken by a foreign boyfriend. That's a completely different ballgame. But for example, a Thai family or a few friends would never dream of going outside Thailand for a family vacation because they would be scared that it would be too expensive. But also then there's the language problem. Because unless one of them speaks very, very good English, they would be afraid that no one understands them. By the way, where we're going now, I just happened to see this, so I just pulled over to the left side because I thought it was quite pretty. So I just thought I'd have a quick look, and then we'll come back out of the temple and we'll carry on where we were going. So there we go. It's nice, very nice. I hadn't seen that before. I think that's fairly new because I've been down this road before and never seen it. Now I don't think I would have missed that. Anyway, let's carry on down the road. It's a particularly nice road, this one actually. It runs down to Khao Chan, and then after that we're going to continue on past that. So I'll just we'll just show you Khao Chan on the way while we're having a chat. Yeah, so going back to the chat, also Thai people are well aware that Thailand is considered to be a special country. Otherwise, why would so many foreigners come on vacation and come to live here? So logically, why would they want or need to go outside their own country when most Thais have hardly seen any of it anyway? And there are so many wonderful places to go and see, from the White Temple up in Chiang Rai to Railay Beach and everything in between, you know. And for them, Thailand is cheap because they know where to stay. For example, Thai people wouldn't go on vacation to Pattaya because they would avoid the tourist prices and they would stay somewhere like Bang Sen. And maybe coming to Pattaya if there's a music festival or a fireworks show or something. But if there's nothing special going on, they won't come to Pattaya. They'll stay in somewhere like Bang Sen, where the prices are not tourist prices. Okay, we're down at Khao Chan. Now, Khao Chan is quite well known. It was made by the original limestone hill, a very big hill, was quarried many years ago in the 60s by the American, the US military, because they wanted to extend the runway down at Utapao during the Vietnam War. And that was is very good stone. So they chopped basically half of the mountain or hill away, and left it flat. And then then after that, 20 years later or something, in the 80s and 90s, the Thai people used lasers to cut the Buddha image, and inlaid it with gold, and it's something very, very special. So I just thought I'd just show you. If you haven't seen it, it's impressive, you know. So we'll have a little look at this, and then we'll continue on to show you something else which you have not seen and probably don't even know exists. But we'll just show you this first. I think it's beautiful. Really nice. So let's move along. Let's jump back on the bike, shall we? And continue going south. We're going there. Sort of southeast we're going, really. So we'll get on the bike and we'll go down there and continue the chat. So let's see what else can we have a chat about with regard to what you don't know. Something else you may not know. I mean, Thai people love the beach, but they don't sunbathe and they don't swim. They love to be at the beach, to look at the beach, look at the sea. They love to go to restaurants like Three Mermaids and the Sky Gallery and places like that, which are on the beach, and you can sit and eat and everything while having the view of the beach. But they don't want to have dark skin, so they don't sunbathe, and they don't want to swim because they don't know how to swim, because they were never taught in school. And they're afraid of actually going in the water and swimming. They're actually afraid of it. So, I mean, if you speak to any Thai person and say, can you swim? It'll be 99% of the time it will be no. I don't know how to swim. So, I mean, there are places like Tutu Beach, which is down near Bang Saray. Beautiful, beautiful beach, but it's a place for Instagram photographs. They have pink bean bags and pink umbrellas, and the people come down from Bangkok because the motorway ends up down there, and they sit and pose and have something to eat and something to drink, but they're dressed in sort of normal daytime wear, very good quality, fashionable daytime wear, not in swimsuits at all. I did a video on Tutu Beach a while ago now, a couple of years ago, and it was interesting. It was just, it's just a strange thing to see people dressed in fashionable, normal daytime clothes, but sitting on a beach and taking Instagram pictures. It's just a little bit weird, but there was not one of them, not a single one of them, all the ones in that video that I did, whoever went in, even put the foot in the water, you know. I thought it was really strange, but that's the way they are, you know. I'm talking about the daytime wear, the fashion wear. I mean, I don't know whether you know, but Thai people, a lot of Thai people are really into fashion. You know, they'll wear anything that's fashionable, even if it's not a suitable environment. Like I just said, like wearing daytime fashionable clothes that you would go to the mall in on a beach. They don't care. They just want to be fashionable. I think this is a particularly nice road, actually. This runs down to the dual carriageway. I'll show you where we're going to go in a minute. Now, another thing about Thai people is about eating. There is no breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. None of that in Thailand. They just eat whatever they want, whenever they want. And there's no actual set meals. So another thing I mentioned the other day in a video, they get food fixations, and they'll say, I must eat this particular food, and they'll queue and queue and queue for half an hour or more just to get a particular food, you know, which I think is personally is crazy, and just choose something else. Yeah. But that's a Western idea, you know. They don't think like that. It's funny, really, isn't it? So we're down at the dual carriageway now. Now we want to go right, but we have to go left and do a U-turn. And then you'll see what I'm going to show you will appear on the right hand side further down. So we'll have to do another U-turn, and then we'll go and I'll show you something very unusual which you probably haven't seen before. Okay. Now the place we're going to go actually falls into line with another subject, which what you'll find is Thai people will drive a long way. They'll go for hours or whatever to go somewhere really different and unusual that they've never been to or no. And the main reason to go is to get Instagram pictures or pictures for social media, and I just think it's very strange. But I mean, maybe that's the way people are these days. You know, maybe they like the idea of going somewhere and doing Instagram pictures, and that's the most important thing. You know, to me, actually enjoying the place is more important than the Instagram pictures. But maybe I'm old-fashioned. Now, on the right-hand side, down here, you'll start to come into view a little bit further as we start to approach that hill. On the right hand side, look across the dual carriageway and see what you can see there. You see or not? Can you see? You make it out where we're going? It's not it's not an aircraft graveyard, no. It's a coffee shop. Most unusual coffee shop you've ever been to, I would think. But it's a coffee shop, and also it's an army surplus store. It's called Coffee War, and they used to have I don't know if this will have it, but they used to have a shop a few years ago on Sukhumvit Road. I'm guessing that's closed now. Correct me if you know it's still open, but I would think everything seems to be moved here now, because it's all army surplus stuff that they're selling, and the coffee shops are the actual aircraft. So there's an A330, there's a Lockheed TriStar, and there's a jumbo jet, 747 Boeing. By the way, guys, YT are still suppressing all party channels and removing subscriptions. So please share the video with your friends and check your subscription. Make sure you're still subscribed. Okay? Right, let's go have a look at Coffee War. So here we are. On the left side is a Airbus A330, which is the original one. They only had one airplane when it first started, which is about 3 years ago now, first time I ever came here. And further down there you've got the blue and white one is a Lockheed TriStar. And then further down there's a new edition, which I'd never seen before, which is the 747 Jumbo, which is still in Thai Airways colours. And there's one on the right there, not sure what that is. But different, eh? Now the TriStar is a coffee shop, but at the moment there's only the one open, which is the first one. We'll go and have a coffee in there, and you can go inside. You go in the cockpit and go everywhere, and see what you think of the place. You'll just turn the bike round, go back down to the A330. Now, when we go in, you'll see the only people who are inside are Thais. I've been here a couple of times, three times. This is the third time. Never once seen any Falang here ever.
Yes, one ticket 100 baht and you get free.
What hot latte, please?
Hot latte.
Yeah, I can do hot latte.
ที่เขียนเลย latte ร้อน
Yeah, over to the right where that red fire engine thing is there. Behind that there's a big shed, and that's full of army surplus stuff. I mean everything, clothes, uniforms, all different types, bags, I mean shoes, boots, gloves, like everything for army surplus. So if you ever want anything like that, it's absolutely massive, and there's a huge selection of stuff there. Okay, let's go and have a look. So this is the economy. I think we'll get a coffee and we'll go through to first class, shall we? Why not? Unfortunately, I had some music playing here, so I had to drop the sound down as much as possible. I'll give this to you. I remember the first time I came, which was about 3 years ago. There were queues here. I mean, it was packed out. I mean, this is a Wednesday, and it was around just after lunch. So it'd still have a few customers, but nothing like it was. But on a cake. So we'll have a coffee and we'll go through to first class, okay? Okay, okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Is that mine? For me. Okay. Okay, thank you. So we turn left, not right. There you go, that's your business class, first class, whatever you want to call it. So I'll have a coffee, and now I'll just actually take you through to the cockpit, because we can go have a look. It's interesting, it's something different, don't you think? So you've never seen the cockpit of an Airbus A330? You have now. This is the older model, of course, with the old analog dials. It must be a good few years old, this. But it's interesting. Something different, don't you think? Plenty of knobs to play with there, eh? My God. You'd think they'd clean the windows, actually, because when I came 3 years ago, you could see quite clear through the windows, and now they're covered in grime on the outside. And they probably clean the inside, but they should get up there with a ladder and clean the outside, I think. Anyway, there you go. We'll make tracks. I'm sure many of you have flown on one of these many times. So I'll just We'll just drop down the steps here. I'll just walk across and just very, very briefly show you the army surplus store. It's really is huge, and they've got such an incredible choice. So look at that. Unusual place, I think. Really unusual place. Is that an old Willys Jeep? I think it is. Extremely old. Probably from the Vietnam days or before. So yeah, I'll just take you inside, because I mean I think it's got I think it's amazing they can all this stuff they've got for sale here. Just have a little look around, guys, eh? All different uniforms from different nationalities as well. So if you want some boots or a bag or whatever. It's very cheap, by the way. I did check the prices. It's not expensive. What do you think? Anyway, something different, guys, eh? Something different. So, let me ask you to have a look at Patreon. It's very popular now, really getting popular, and there's all sorts of stuff on there. There's Soy 6, and there's gents clubs and band videos and what have you, demonetized stuff. Have a look, and please subscribe, like, share, and ring the bell. And thank you very much for watching. Especially share, guys. Please share. Thanks a lot, guys.